Under the fascist regime of the Terran Federation, might is right. Thanks to a policy of brainwashing, sedation and chemically altered rations, the Federation's civilian population is kept in a constant zombie-like state to maintain peace and order throughout Federation space. Not that it always works, mind you, and that's where the military comes in. In service to the Terran Federation, the cybernetically enhanced Mutoids make up the backbone of the Terran Federation's military forces, especially in the support and crew fields. Unlike most military forces of the Federation, the mostly female Mutoids were unusually competent at repetitive, often complicated tasks. This is in part thanks to the cybernetic transformation that created the Mutoids in the first place. The first step being to have their minds and personalities completely wiped from existence, leaving in their place a cold and analytical mind, incapable of acting outside of their orders.
Tell me something. Do you remember who you were?
I don't understand the question, Commander.
Yes, you do. In your previous life before you were modified. Do you know who you were?
Of course not.
Aren't you curious about it?
No.
I find that hard to believe.
Memory is an encumbrance. All trace of it is removed, and with it, all trace of identity.
But it doesn't concern you.
Why should it? That identity doesn't exist, even in the central computers.
While they principally wear a black and silver uniform similar to the rest of the Federation military, Mutoids are recognisable by their extremely pale skin and large black skull cap, within which house a number of cybernetic enhancements and communications devices for short and medium range military manoeuvres. A closer look at the Mutoid's physical form and a skilled observer would be able to detect the unusual slot built into their chest cavity. This intake area is designed to replace the Mutoid's organic need for nourishment, with all their physical needs being handled by the delivery of an unusual green liquid known as blood serum.
Normally I wouldn't do it in the presence of an unmodified.
Forget your coyness. I'm aware of your need for blood serum.
Most are, but few accept it for what it is. Functional convenience.
This serum, controversially, serves as the Mutoid's main form of sustenance, but due to the Mutoid's frequent need to juice up, some may say it also serves as a form of drug with which to drive a Mutoid on, or to withdraw or limit in order to punish a misbehaving or underachieving Mutoid. In the absence of blood serum in the field, however, Mutoids are equipped with hypodermic needles mounted into their wrists for ad hoc feeding. To sustain their energy levels, Mutoids need a substantial amount of natural blood to be ingested, which in the absence of humanoid prey can mean a hungry Mutoid may need to feed on several smaller animals just to stay functional.
What were these things doing at the foot of the tree?
They came in the night. I trapped them.
You did more than that.
My serum supply is running low. There was little blood in each of them.
This need for blood, along with the Mutoids' general pale appearance and general spooky demeanour, has led to the unkind nickname vampires, while the Mutoids themselves refer to other humans as unmodified.
Rather appropriate, isn't it?
It is immaterial.
While it's unclear how and why individuals might be nominated to go through the transformation into a bona fide Mutoid, some speculation exists that suggests that disobedient slaves or prisoners may be put through the transformation process, thereby losing their independent will and personality, leaving only their body ready for service to the Federation.
Were they going to punish you? A disobedient slave can be modified.
No wonder then that the Mutoids remain in constant use in the Terran military. Not only are they blindly loyal and obedient, but they're virtually disposable too. While this is a considerable benefit to the sort of officers and blunt force strategy behind many of the Terran Federation's military decisions, to any officer who may wish to operate in a more cunning or tactile manner, this blind loyalty becomes an obstacle, with the Mutoids operating as little more than robotic yes-men without a scrap of imagination. There's suddenly no room for thinking outside the box.
Mutoids, don't you ever question anything? This is not our function. Our function is to obey without question.
For this reason, many consider mutoids to be more of a hindrance on the field, not worthy of respect or consideration against other, more traditional military forces.
It was still a costly exercise, Jarvik. Those killer hunters are irreplaceable.
The Liberator's worth 100 pursuit ships.
Not to mention the pilots. Good pilots, not easy to train. You lost 3.
They were mutoids.
Mutoids?
I wasn't prepared to see men die on my account. I have this primitive respect for life.
And that's the sad truth of the mutoids. They do nothing but do what they're told, and yet still get the blame when things don't go their commander's way. But then, they're not exactly people anymore, are they?
Tell me, what happens to a mutoid that's dismissed the service?
We exist only to serve.
Oh? Then you'll probably cease to exist.
Ready, Commander?
Thank you for making it to the end of the video, and hope you're enjoying our new Bestiary series. If there's anything you want to see, please leave a comment underneath, and do like and subscribe if you like what you see. Until next time.